Hey,
Hey, good afternoon.
please have a seat.
Thank you.
Um, so, Carlos, why do you think we're here today? The thing is that I want to talk to you about something. Over the last few days, we've noticed that your productivity has dropped. You do not respond back to the people when they communicate with you. Your deliverables are coming in short. The reason we feel this is because, do you feel that this is actually happening? Have you realized this, that you're not performing to your optimum level?
I think I won't say I'm lacking. There could be maybe an instance or two, and I'd say it's just because of the multiple projects I was dealing with. I may have misjudged the priorities, but I wouldn't say that I'm lacking. But I think we can discuss a little more about what's going on, and maybe I'll have answers to that soon.
So the thing is that you've done very well in the past. You have delivered on multiple projects. You have set the bar really high in terms of the achievements you've done and the quality of work you've done. And I really appreciate your contributions. Uh, what has happened is that people have started noticing, and I especially have started noticing that your quality of work has deteriorated by a certain amount. We feel that you are not putting in the same amount of effort, the same amount of thorough thought that you used to, and we feel that a lot better can be expected of you because you have delivered on that in the past.
Right, and good you mentioned if this has been happening. I think I can address that. Is just because I have been here for a while, and I've dealt with various levels of project with different set of teams, and I'd say that if maybe I don't know if it's one or two projects which you think that I may be lacking in, but I think that as a team. I've always had a say to how we can make decisions, and I've always put that across. I've made sure to involve my teammates, but I think from what I did before, we should not compare what's happening because the level or the difficulty of the project is different. And if I'm doing something for the first time, I still expect that I should be given a little more leverage of maybe the time or the resources that I am dealing with, and I'm definitely putting my effort there. I just think that with multiple projects, I feel like as a manager you should have that trust, and we can always have that meetings as to when was something required, and when did I not deliver it at the same time, or was it lacking on my part, was it a team effort, was the idea or the concept was not clear. I think there are various aspects to why you think maybe I was lacking, but I'd say that with the number of projects and the timelines and managing all that it can get a little overwhelming at times.
Okay. I remember when we brought you in some time back, and the entire team was completely disrupted when I came in. You were a brand new person. You had just come in, and you were rather inexperienced compared to the rest. But you caught up really quickly, despite the fact at that time you had multiple projects, and you delivered on them really well. So, what has changed from then and now? What is the reason that then you could handle multiple projects of different difficulty, and today you're having difficulty to do this?
Let me bring an example here. I think I'd be more maybe productive in telling you what was happening there. Was in one of the previous projects, which was the duration of deadline was 6 months. I planned, and we had the meeting as to how I will be managing the task deliverables, and how we can also work with the operations team, since they were involved with the whole project, to go about it. But I think it was within a month that we had to put a freeze on that project, and a month later we were again back on track, but now the deliverable or the expectation had reached to 4 months. Why I bring this up is because we did have a meeting about the timeline, and with various changes, I think it just changed the whole dynamic of the team and how I was functioning on it, because I just couldn't see what is to be prioritized uh, at that moment. And I completely agree. As to me, I will always have that same energy and passion to work on the project, but I think with the alterations happening way too quick, and I sometimes don't know why.
Right.
I really don't know what to do in those scenarios.
Okay. So the issue you're facing is that the requirements of the project are changing very drastically, and you're having a tough time keeping up with them.
I accept that that is something
Right.
it makes me realize that is something I've never realized is been happening and has caused some trouble in my work.
Right.
Then yeah.
So would you be open to me helping you out to plan better to adjust for these alterations?
Sure, I think it'll be more than wonderful to have your guidance, since you are the person who is bridging the gap between the upper level management and what you expect from your team. And I think it'd be really good if we could have that update on on that same spot of where it's expected versus when it was, and I think I can work more better.
Right. So what we can do is that um, we can have a bi-weekly meeting where we can meet, we can set a schedule in the beginning of the project to keep on updating that. Whenever there are any changes, we can meet up together and we can discuss the change that has happened and how we can alter your original schedule to match the new requirements of the project. This will help keep you on track as well as prevent you from the haphazardness of the projects we have nowadays.
Right.
This will allow you to maintain a steady pace of work.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I like I mentioned earlier, I think it'll be great to have you on board with, when I'm deciding a timeline or a plan to move forward, and if anything is altering, as soon as I can get to know of that and maybe know the priorities. I think I've always worked really effectively with a plan, and if we can maintain that plan, I'm sure we won't have this meeting regarding the issue we just did again. I can assure you on that.
That's great.
Sure.
So let's set up something and we'll update based on the forthcoming
Great.
details.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thank
Great.
you.